Snipe Squad, what is going on? Back again, it is your boy Sniper Jones, and I am back with another video for your head top. Hopefully y'all are having an amazing day today, man. Today is Thursday, and we're gonna knock out a few things, man. I know we only have a few days left, really only 3 days left, possibly 2, because I believe they picked the winner on Friday. But a lot of you guys was like last second hitting me up on IG asking me to make a video on how to cop these Air Jordan 5 top 3s. Now, if you haven't seen, I already dropped a review on these, so if you haven't watched them yet, I'll make sure I leave a link down below. Check that video out before you go out and buy these, because a lot of y'all probably rocking with these like on the pics, but I think that videos always do like a separate justice. So if you have not seen the video, I got into all the details, every aspect of the top 5. For a lot of people who don't know, the Air Jordan top 3.5 is actually like a commemorating shoe for Jordan's 30th anniversary of Jordan brand. So it got some history behind it, you know, and it does have, you know, some things going into it. And even though it's an Air Jordan 5 top 3, it didn't really have a lot of different Jordan 5s in there. As far as I know, like when I reviewed it, I seen the Grape tongue. They had like that black metallic 5 speckle on the midsole. It did have like some stuff here and there, the Nike Air on the back, but I feel like they could have did a better job at like commemorating the Air Jordan 5 a little bit more if you was gonna give it a top 3. But I'm hearing they're not even calling it top 3. They're calling it like a reverse Grape. So I mean, if you look at it like that way, I guess it's cool. Regardless though, this video I'm gonna try to knock out the best ways possible to get your hands on a pair if you ever did want a pair. So stay tuned. Even for my people who was too late on raffles, too late on all of the sneakers apps, or too late on all of, you know, the Foot Lockers, Foot Actions, all those good things, I still think I will be able to give you a good idea on how to get your hands on a pair. So make sure you subscribe to the channel if you enjoy videos like this, and if you want to see more videos like this, and more importantly, make sure that notification bell is on so you won't miss when I do videos like this. This shoe is going to release this Saturday, June 20th, for the retail price of $200. Pretty much standard when it comes to Air Jordans these days, $200 off the hip. That is just what we paying. Now, as I told you guys, it might be a little bit too late for like the apps. As far as like Hibbett Sports app, I know for a fact they did it on Hibbett Sports, but the problem is if you try to do it now, the raffle is closed. The way they usually do it is you get like maybe 4 days. How does it work? Maybe 3 days before their actual release date. No, 4 if you count Sunday. So whenever a sneaker is dropping the week of, so say if a sneaker is dropping Saturday, check all of your apps Sunday. They should all have them loaded Sunday, whether that be the Flex Rewards program app, or whether it be the Hibbett Sports app, or whatever app you use. They all should be loaded by that Sunday of the release. And that way, if you just do it like that, you always be ahead of the game. You won't be rushing last minute. You really won't have to worry about too much. But those are possible ways to get the shoe. Hibbett Sports has always been good with me. I actually just hit on the Air Jordan 5, what was that? The Fire Red on the Hibbett Sports app. So shout out to Hibbett for holding it down over there. I appreciate it. But if you're too late for that, don't worry about it. I still got some good news for y'all. But that's one way to go about it. The apps, like I said, check it on Sunday. You do have until like Thursday at like a time, whatever time that is. Oh man, another way you can go for these is the raffles. Now, depending on what city you at, depending on what store you at, this will be very, very big, especially when it comes to releases like this, because even though it is not like an OG release, I do think it still got some hype around it. The Air Jordan 5 is kind of bubbling right now after this Jordan 5 release. A lot of people like the 5. It is one of those classic retro silhouettes. So whenever you get your chance to go to like the DTLRs, Jimmy Jazz, stuff like that, I definitely think that's one of y'all best to do it. Now, even though they haven't switched over to like the electronic apps the same way that Foot Locker, Foot Action, and all these other stores did, it's still worth going for because, I mean, it's free. Well, not always. That's a catch. Check this out. So some DTLRs and some Jimmy Jazz might try to finesse or finagle. I know here in Atlanta, you might go to like a DTLR and they be like, look, you get a raffle ticket for free, but if you spend like $100, you guarantee the pair. Now, that is very, very tricky because I don't like, okay, so I'm not, I guess you can call me a reseller because I have resold shoes, but the thing is, I know a lot of people who say they don't like buying from resellers, but they will go to like a Jimmy Jazz, and Jimmy Jazz would be like, look, the shoe is $200, right? This shoe is $200. They would say, if you spend $140 in my store, you're guaranteed a pair. So you technically pay resale because you still got to pay retail for that shoe after you spent that $140. Now, I see if you look at it differently because, I mean, you spent money on clothes to go with the shoes, or you bought this for that. But I'm just saying, you still overpaying for the retail price. Even if that money is going to a better source than just a person. If that money is going to like your closet, You still paid extra to guarantee your slot, because if it wasn't for you guaranteeing that slot for a shoe, you would have never spent that money. But I really don't like when stores do that, to be honest, bro. It's just like a desperate way to get their sales up, low key. Because if you gotta trap people into like guaranteeing pairs, it's smart though. Don't get me wrong, it's smart for a business standpoint. But I just feel like they kind of like putting people in position to like do stuff they don't want to do. It's no different than like when a phone posit or basically phone posit. Y'all remember when phone posit would come out with like the best phones of the year, and they will have it like with a little penny. So the only way that you can buy this phone is if you buy it as a pack. You got this $500 pack that you don't want to pay $500 for because you only like one shoe out the two. But they want to bundle it because they know if they sell this shoe separate, it would not do no good. It's the same way with like the Air Jordan. What was that? Fast Break, when they had like the Converse, and then they had the Air Jordan 2 that had like the Chicago UNC vibe. It's the same thing. Y'all packaging this stuff because y'all know by itself it's trash. I stay away from those, but if you want these that bad, by any means, bro, do what you do. But that is one way to go about it. DTLR usually do stuff like that. I know Jimmy Jazz do stuff like that. That's only two that I know of. But for my people who too late for those, it's still a chance for you to get, of course, on the famous Nike sneakers, which literally, like, bro, Nike sneakers have been doing me so wrong the last few days. Like, I don't know. I'm thinking about writing like a detailed letter, just telling them the pain and agony that they've been causing me for the last few months, actually. Ever since the release of the LeBron 7 Media Day, my career on Nike sneakers have been like plummeting at a super fast rate. So I don't really know if, you know what I'm saying, they got it out for your boy or not, but that is still a way for y'all to get, because everybody I know wins except me. So as long as you're not me, I would say go to Nike sneakers and give it your all. Now those will be releasing on Nike sneakers Saturday at 10 a.m. so make sure you're ready for that. And that's an easy process. I'm sure everybody know what Nike sneakers is. But moving on to the next, that is the website. So even if you're too late for Foot Action, Foot Locker, all these different apps, you can still go on the individual websites to try your best to get your pair of Jordan 5 top threes. Now on the website, I believe they will be releasing at 10 o'clock as well. You have footlocker.com, you have footaction.com, East Bay, you got, I believe Dick's Sporting Goods will have this release. You even have stores like Snipe USA, which is kind of, you know, coincidental because my name is Snipe, but it's not my website, okay? So you do have a few other avenues to go through now. When going a route of picking these up on the internet, as far as like websites like Foot Locker, Foot Action, it's gonna be very hard. It's gonna be a lot of people trying to get them at the same time. It might shut down. Like for example, the Air Jordan 5 Fire Red shut down when it came to the Air Jordan 13 Flint shut down. So these big releases definitely have a harder time being passed through whenever you're doing a big release. Big releases suck. They suck. Now, if this was like a tweet link sent out from Soul Steals and it's just like a pair of Vans, you can get them ASAP. But on release day, bro, it's so laggy and it's so terrible. Like, they gotta fix it. Something gotta give, bro, because it's been so many times where whether Fear God comes out on there or any big release on these websites, bro, you will definitely have to be patient, number one, and smash the add to cart button and just be prepared for a finesse. You know, be prepared for finesse. Like, whenever, I don't like, all right, this is how I'm going to put it. If my only chance of copping a shoe is coming from footlocker.com, I'm not liking my chances. I'm like Nike footlocker.com, Nike Footlocker. Footlocker.com, or maybe sneakers, depending on what release it is. Those should be your last options because you really have no control over that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really finesse. Like, it can really finesse you. I would say do all of the other steps first, and then Saturday, the day of the release, that's when you rely on those. I would never not do any apps, not do any raffles, not go to any stores, and then just be like, oh yeah, I'm going to try to hit on sneakers, or I'm going to try to go online. Like, no. That is the worst possible game plan you can have because there's way too many things that can happen from A to B, and it's super unreliable. Those are the two most unreliable because it's just way too many people. And even though a lot of people are back to work and a lot of people are still out here protesting and things like that, the quarantine is still actually going on. So a lot of people still are out of work, which means like it's so many people at home trying to go for these shoes at the same time. I definitely don't think it's your best bet to just add all your eggs in one basket and try to get them online. I would say stay away from that as far as you can. So other than that, of course, you know, you got StockX. You know, you got StockX, you got GOAT, which is two ways to buy sneakers for the resale value. Now, let's just check out the resale value of what these are going for. I know when I did my video, they was going for a crazy amount, but a lot of stock has already been allocated to like Eastern Europe and spots like that. So, of course, that price is going down. So, let's see what the Air Jordan 5 top 3. If they even call top 3 on here, yeah, they are. So a ballpark figure, you're looking at, like I said, these retail for $200. They're not going for much over retail at all, which gives you another idea on how hyped these will be, because you can always check the resale value and see what is going to be like the supply and demand of a sneaker. So size 7, we got 237, which is only $37 over retail, and not even really $37 over retail after you purchase the shoe, because you still got taxes. So here in Atlanta, you're probably paying like $218, $220 for the shoe, so it's really like $17 over. So size 7, you got $237, and then size 12, you got $250. So you got anywhere from $237 to $250 is the resale value on this shoe. The highest I see is $258, and that's for like those large sizes, like size 15 and stuff like that, which are always big because it's a very hard shoe to find. So that gives me the impression that this shoe will not be as hard to get as, well, I tell you what, the resale value isn't as high. I still think the demand will be high for this. Now, as you guys know, it's coming in toddlers, preschool, and grade school. So there is multiple pairs out there to get. And I do still think it's money in it if you can get your hands on a lot of pairs, because those $50 add up. If you want to charge, you know, $250, $260, as many as you get, you know, if you can flip a lot, then you can get some bread. If you're only getting like 2-3 pairs, I really wouldn't say, you know, obviously, you're not going to get no bread off that. I appreciate y'all for watching, man. If you like this hoodie, then check out the link down below. I got it from Minimal. You can use my discount Sniper10 over at Minimal. They got a lot of great stuff going on over there, from denim to jeans to jean jackets to hoodies to all types of different looks they have over there. Check them out. Also, guys, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and Twitter if you need any more updates, or if you just want to tap in with me. I always try my best to get back with everybody. And until next time, it is your boy Sniper Jones. You know I cannot leave without saying everybody want to be famous, but who really putting in that work though? Snipe Squad, I love y'all. Dream big.